Okay, this will be video number 8 in the Star Trek ships assembly build. This is what I'm going to attempt to build. This is video number 1 of the original series Enterprise. I'll just give you an update. I hadn't done a whole lot in the last few months. I've been, life happens, job happens, and sometimes I'm not always able to work as much as I would like to. I'll just give you a brief overview. This is kind of where we are so far. That's my movie version. I'm going to rebuild this. I have another one set aside to build, and I'm going to do it a little bit different, a little bit better. That's my NX-01 in the previous videos. And I just have these sitting up here temporarily until I build the stand that will house all the ships. I think what I'm going to do is I'll make use some type of tubular steel, and I have like strong arm lift supports from under hoods to look like hydraulics, almost make a robotic arm holding these things. Who knows? And I'm looking at maybe buying some servos and having a move on the stand. We'll just have to see how much patience I have toward the end. Anyway, to give you a sense of where I am so far, I've just gotten some of the preliminary things finished. On the saucer section, or on all the insides, I painted the insides black first and then white over top of that, black to block the light from coming through. So if you hold it up to the light, light will come through if you don't have the black in there, and if you don't paint it white over top, you don't get the light refraction like you'll need to really light it up. I do have the factory, if you will, lighting system that came from, comes with the accessories kit. I'll show you how that thing works. I got some of it put into the top of the bridge, and I'll show you where I'm at. I got the lighting done for the nacelles, or close to being finished. As far as the rest of it, I've got it all kind of, light blocked and then primed on the outside. I'm working on some pieces here that I'm going to paint for the nacelles. I want to show you the bridge, if I can get light in here and if my camera will zoom in well enough. The bridge on this is very well detailed, and I took I can't get the light in there. Let me use the factory lights here. I took the some 1/350th figures, naval figures, from where I built an aircraft carrier, and put all of why is my lights not working? I just want to kind of show you this bridge. I don't know with the camera wash whether you can see it, but on the main viewer, it's a Klingon battle cruiser. Anyway, let me get my light in here so you can kind of look around, and I'll move it around as we can. I've got crewmen inside at several of the stations. You can look up in there. I did as good as I could trying to make those little stations look as good as I could. Let's see if I can get the light and the camera in there at the same time. Each little station's got its own little panel with buttons and lights, and I got all that put in there, and I got the captain and the 2 crewmen there, and I tried to fill in most stations. And on some of these windows, because of the lights that are installed, you can actually see where some of the panels light up. Let me see if I can get one where you can see that. See that one in there working. This is the factory lighting system. It's really cool. It's hard to, with the light wash effect, for you to get a good vision of this, but it's got the motors that spin, and then these lights randomly go on and off with different colors, and from the side it really gives a really cool effect, which I'm sure you can't see because of the light wash on the camera, but from a distance it looks really, really good. I think when you turn the lights off around, it's going to look outstanding also. Anyway, that's about all that I have to show you so far. I'll just give you a little rundown of this kit. Comes with its own little plug-in power source, and it's just tied together makeshift now, so I can make sure it all works. It's got lights that sit up in the nacelles that look like these little LED strips. And they come with their own little connectors. It's a really well thought out kit. Some of these connectors, I would say, I used glue. Hot glue is the word I'm trying to think, to glue all those down, because if those little connectors on the end of those things move even a little bit, those lights will go out. So I glued them in there and then used hot glue to just permanently just attach it all together, so that just in case while I'm gluing the two halves together, it doesn't move and disconnect, and then I've got a whole circuit of lights out. I mean, they're very, very sensitive and very easy to have a problem with. So anyway, I hot glued all that stuff in. I did it in the nacelles also, but you can't see because of all of the light wash from the camera. Maybe I can turn it off and shine a light in there and you can see what's inside these. Just a second. I have to hold the camera with one hand and the lights with the other. Now let's see. We can see what's in there. You can kind of see how I got those hot glued in there. Those are the excuse my rubber band, the little LED strips, just like these other LED strips. There's 3 of them that go up in there, and it's all wired. You got a motor up. You've got a motor up in the end of the nacelle, and you also have got a little circuit board, a round circuit board in there that has 5 lights that are on all the time, and then 5 lights that randomly blink. I'll show you something else I'm going to do. I bought with that light kit comes all the clear parts that you can make the shuttle bay out of. I've got those right up here. And what I'm going to do also, I bought from Goldmine Electronics a chaser circuit board. This is it right here. Comes, you have to assemble it, which was fun anyway. I got it from Goldmine Electronics. It wasn't, a whole lot of money, just a little bit. But let me show you the effect of those. Let me disconnect. I've got this whole setup up here just kind of temporarily held together until I can get my full display on. Get them on the display. Well, that's doing something really crazy. It didn't do that before. Straightened out. That's what that thing looks like. And you can take that, if you change these little capacitors, you can speed it up or slow it down. I'll show you what it looked like in my other model. I've got those, just took fiber optics and just went from each one of those lights. You can put any color lights you want to in there. I've got another one with red lights that I've just assembled also. And you can just drill small holes and run the fiber optics up in there. And that's what I'm going to do on the shuttle bay on the TOS Enterprise. So anyway, that's all that I have for this installment. Video number 8, I guess video number 1 of the next build. And so I'm finished with the NX01, working on the TS01. And then, like I said, I'm going to rebuild my 01 Alpha. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.